Well, it's Sunday. I made it out for a few hours. I'm looking at a couple new spots a little further up the river. Found this big old log jam. See, it changes elevation quite quick up to here. A couple of pants here in the middle. Super micros. Not much here. Looks really good, but maybe if you keep going down it'd get better. I'm going to do a couple more pans in that same little spot. And I'm going to walk up around this bend. Haven't been this far up this little section before. I don't have too long. I'm just poking around for a few hours. Have an idea on a couple good spots to go to. Tuesday I'm coming back up here with a friend from Treasure Net. And I'm sure he's been up here a bunch of times, but I'm sure he's got his own spots he likes, but thought I'd look around, see if I could find us a couple more spots to start from. Alright, well, if I get anything decent, I'll show it to the camera. Alright, well, hey, was upriver about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. Looking for some good spots. Surprisingly pretty dug up where there was not very good access, so pretty surprised, but I found a few decent spots up there. And I just had like a quick hour or so before I need to get on packing in, so I thought I'd come back to that same spot I was just at. My clean out from the last one wasn't so great, but I really should be digging in my tailings pile. Having that bazooka scrubbed out, I probably lost a bit, but I'm just gonna keep working in this hole and working some of these gravels here. You see, I brought my Keene today. I just thought, what the heck, for novelty purpose. I wish I had it not quite such a big bump right here, but pretty smooth. Hopefully everything should drop out, but haven't used this thing very much. Really prefer my bazookas, but figured I'd wait this one out, give it a try, see how it does. Alright, well, I better hurry back to the shoveling. You see, it's just approaching winter, snow everywhere and ice, but oh yeah, bring on the winter prospecting. Oh, slick rock there. Oh no, I'm feeling wetness in my boot. There's my swoosh running. Looks like it's getting some decent exchange going on. Packing up a little bit right there, but slanted a little left. I tried messing with it, but alright, well, I'm quick run. There's like 4 buckets material. Not full buckets, but 4 3/4 buckets. So gotta get out of here and I'll clean up and show you what's in there. Alright, there's a clean out from that trip. Not too bad for about 9 gallons of 1/4 inch classified material. I maybe with that final goal, I might want to think about classifying it down to 1/8 of an inch. I don't know what everybody else thinks. Maybe tell me what you think if I'm wasting my time classifying down the 1/8 of an inch, because it just, as everyone knows, takes that much more time to classify some material. You're trying to wash it that small. But it was a nice day on the river. It's getting a little cold, a little ice here and there, and found me a couple new spots. This is what I got from my panning, and I was looking for a new spot. Unfortunately, I wasn't
not going to be able to make it back up there. They've closed the gates. I shouldn't say that. I might make it back up there. I do a bit of snowshoeing in the winter, and I might just take a full day to walk up a little further and maybe see if the river's still flowing up that high. Should be. I think it flows all year long from as far as I've been up. I haven't been all the way up the top, or it might be a little thicker snow and be iced over, but a bad trip. Yeah, if I known they were going to close the gates 2 days later, I would have spent the, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours I had up there processing. I probably spent about an hour setting up the sluice and classifying and running it. Spent about 3 hours hiking around, digging around, panning and that. I'm kind of a slow panner. I new at it, so I like to take my time, make sure I get realistic results, you know, not wash everything out. And don't want to walk over a good spot because I'm crappy with the pan. But that's one thing with this hobby you have to be good at. It all starts with the pan and it ends with the pan. I don't ever use any of my blue bowl or little fine gold sluice, cleanup sluice. I don't even use any of those anymore. I'm doing just classifying and panning. I just classify have a 100 mesh, a 70 mesh, a 50 mesh, and I do a 20 mesh. I think there's a 12 in there and that, but pan them all separately seems to get pretty good results. Once in a while I'll come up with a small piece in one of my bigger classifications, so I obviously know I didn't wash my material well enough and classify it well enough, but it doesn't happen very often anymore. I have been drying out my cons and then doing a dry classification first. I see so many people debate whether wet's the best or dry is the best. I figured I'll let it dry out for a few days, classify it that way, and then run some water over it, finish it up. It seems to be working really well. I'm not finding a lot of pieces where they shouldn't belong, so I'll continue to go that route. Alright, well, hopefully I'm fighting a little bit of cold. That's why my voice sounds like this. Hopefully I'll fought it off by next week, and I'll try to find some time to get out and test out the new sluices, new gold hog matting. I picked me up, so I'm excited to see how that works. I did build the little 18-inch sluice and then put gold hog mattings in my 51. I'll do a separate video of those to show you those, and hopefully they work good. Excited to get out and try them again. Well, until next one, I hope everybody is having a good start of the winter and a good holiday season. Be safe out there. I'll see you on the next one.